Greetings and salutations, and welcome back once again to Waterloo and Wavre. I am your host as always. Now, where we left off, the French were just about to launch their main assault on my centre left. And the cavalry battle on the far left is still ongoing. So, without further ado, let's see what the French have gotten up to. What have they gotten up to? French cavalry doing their scouting. My boys in Hougomont still holding on, but they are getting chipped away at. Alright, they're sneaking in through the gap. Alright, the French artillery. They're charging. They're charging. Alright, so the cavalry battle on the left continues. And there goes them. Alright, he remains. Where are they? Alright, 6th Corps. Where is he sending his 6th Corps? I wonder. Well, hello there, guard. That's an unwelcome sight. The guard are on their way forward. Second King's German Legion. Alright, drive them back, drive them back. Overruns them. Ugh, my cavalry. Alright, 5 units routed. The Gordons, 11th Light Dragoons, 2nd Battalion, 44th East Essex, and Royal Scots. But it's not the actual battalions themselves, it's just the skirmisher element. So, 16 units undisordered out of 60, 4 units rally, 5 routed, no one recover fatigue, 1 unit resupplied out of 8 or so checked. Alright, what is my losses continue to mount, unfortunately. Bolton's guns will shoot at these. Ramsey. Shoot them. The Ross's battery of Royal Horse. You will shoot them. What else? Unlimber. Alright, they're all routing, which is a little unfortunate. Tell you what, let's actually start, quote, over here. Alright. What can we do? So, the 8th Dutch Hussars are going to charge straight at those Lancers. The 11th Light Dragoons are going to fall back. You will go behind the gun. Oh, this blasted mud is actually being a menace. Alright. Vandeler and the Prince of Wales Dragoons. Let's see. I could charge the Polish Lancers. Yeah, they will as well. But the question is, do I charge them or them? There's less of the Polish, but they're you know what, I am going to charge this lot. I'll bring the Prince of Wales Dragoons back round to there. They will go there. You are staying where you are and gonna shoot at them. In the meantime, all the skirmishers are gonna be doing, well, skirmisher things. The orange Freiwillige Jägers, you're gonna fall back to rejoin, well, the rest of your chaps. What, 60% strength? Then the Nassauans are going to fall back. My choices are pretty bad here. I either stay how I am now in square, or form line. Or in this case, I'm just going to move them into column. Yeah, not enough to actually, quote, do anything. You will shoot them. You can't actually see anyone, so you might as well just shoot at these French skirmishers. Now, back over here, we've got you to pour it into them. The gap in my skirmisher line is really unfortunate. But there's nothing I can damn well do about it. Not unless I want to advance forward, and I don't think I really want to. Yeah, again, there's that just lip in front that I just cannot, quote, avoid. You'll shoot at that lot. What little of you that can shoot will actually won't bother. Plink at the cavalry, please. We'll just slowly plink away at the French cavalry. My use of my guns has been atrocious this battle. They did, however, drive me out of that little woods. Von Olten. Yeah, the fact that he overran those is a little unfortunate. But in this case, I think I'm just going to shift the guards forward, if only a little bit. They will go there. There. They will basically drive those skirmishers back. Actually, I'm basically going to shift there. Again, there's a bit of a gap, but There's not much I can do about that. The guards have already thrown... Oh, right, they're guards, aren't they? Dupe. They have the guards, so they can literally all break... They act like light infantry, so they can all be broken down. Alright, shoot them in the face. We'll bring these horse guns back up here with Smith's Royal Horse Guns. I suppose even if he does charge them with the cavalry, they're just going to get eviscerated by the heavy cavalry. Along here, there's nothing really to it. I wish these lot would undisorder, because I wish to put them into open order, but... Oh, and they're also low ammo, aren't they? So there's not a lot I can do with them. Might as well shoot at them for what good it does. So yeah, they're likely to be charging or launching his infantry up here this turn. I'll basically turn them that way, they can stay facing this way. So there's the guard. The Buckinghamshires. What could you see? You are actually going to unlimber and shoot at this lot. Now then, the real question is, let's move these boys forward. I'm thinking between Dornberg... Does it really... doing that, does it really play into my plan? Not really. Alright, you are both disordered, but you're at least in a place where you can advance on back into position in the line. You will go there. These French skirmishers are thick as fleas. So much skirmishers. But then they're the French, that makes sense, so... Alright, these boys are just going to basically fall back to there. What? The Royal Welsh are to rejoin their battalion. The West Ridings are to now change formation, as are the Buckinghamshires. As I basically need... Apologies. I basically need them to not be in square, because the risk of them getting hit by French infantry or just being picked at by these skirmishers. I could move the Oxfords up. I don't really want to commit the Oxfords yet. Well, with Halkett also currently reorganising and regrouping the Hanoverians that are under his command, we bring General Lambert forward. The Brunswickers can move. The Line Brigade. And then obviously the remaining elements. Now, we also have the potential that it is Van Merlin. What do I want to do with him? There's General Lamond, Colbert Cannabis. They basically will fall back. As will Quinton. Quinton will also fall back. And I'll basically have these the Dutch cavalry take their place. So the Dutch cavalry is basically to take their place there. Alrighty. Oh, you haven't fired, you might as well. Plink at him. Alright. As for Uxbridge, you're going to continue to come this way, at least for the moment. Vandeleur. basically I'm going to have Uxbridge try and reorganise the cavalry over there. The Netherlander division, we are going to put the Dutch heavy cavalry here, I think. Yeah, I'm going to put the Dutch heavy cavalry sitting here. That way they have basically, if they break through the Hanoverians, they're going to run straight into the heavy cavalry. And then when the time comes, the Brunswickers as well, because that's where they're heading. You will head up to rejoin your brigade commander. Can't see anything. Not worth the shot, because you're masked for one thing. You might as well, I suppose. You're not going to do a whole lot, but still. What have I lost? About 3,200? Yeah, okay. So he saw this lot, they must have scouts. They must have scouts somewhere. But they are basically going to... yeah, I'm actually going to send them forward a little bit. Prussian Cav. Alright. Alright, we need to keep on holding out until the arrival of the Prussians, which is going to continue being a little while yet. So, in the meantime, I need them rallied, but Picton... I want Picton to stay with the Royal Scots to boost... do I? If I put Pack with them, maybe. This lot should all be 2 ranks deep yet. At least for the most part. Alright, let's do the troops inside Hougoumont as always. They are going to plink away at the attackers outside. We are... So what have I lost? 3,209 men. But I've lost 27 guns, which is the big... Shoot them. Even though most of you couldn't shoot. turn. Who do you belong to? You belong to that lot. So the big thing here is whether or not I will actually push these forward further. At least partially. So the Dutch are going to basically be somewhat attacking into the flank. And then next turn, if they stay there, my square, it should be hit quite nicely by the 19th, 6th and 2nd line. But also, I will make sure to use the cavalry at the same time. Because they should... they can reach there at least. Whether they could charge all the way there is another matter, but... Alright. The Buckinghamshire infantry... I want to keep Adam still in reserve for now. He can stay in reserve. These are Dutch guns. They're going to come this way. It's basically them taking a roundabout way to a position. That's a little... So, Field Battalion Bremen will throw out. Because I accidentally messed up. Yep, I've messed up with that. I moved something that shouldn't have been moved. Nutsacks. Oh well. I was a little worried that they would get charged by the Imperial Guard cavalry down here, but maybe not. I mean, it's a case of, do I want to sacrifice some poor chaps to get chopped up by French cavalry? The answer is not really. They will go there. Can they get up there? Yes, they can. I will at least send this lot up there. Even if they're only in skirmishers and they have rifles and no bayonets, but the company Feldjäger will do that for me. You will go there, you will go there, and then next you will look to get up there as well. 200 men is better than no men. still, any charge would have to run straight at the guns and likely get shot in the face. Hopefully. One never really knows. The heavy cavalry continues to just remain where it is. And I still don't think it's quite time for it to be committed. As much as I might want to, I still don't think it's the time for them. Almost, though. It's definitely starting to get closer, I feel. We'll shift the Lifeguard Brigade under Somerset forward as well. For the most part, however, I think that's it. So, let's push on to the melees, of which we have a couple. Over here we have this lot under Major Stewart doing this. I lose 14 men in the process, but I take them out. And that was 100 odd, so 100 odd Frenchmen. No prediction. So again, the cavalry battle is raging, and it's getting fairly costly on both sides. They could sneak through, but then that's the one issue here. They could sneak through. Interesting. I could drive them back a bit more. Well, let's think. Then that would definitely give them free rein, which is not something I want. That, however, I will do. Then I will do this one as a result. It's not much, but it's something. And it's that threat more than anything else. So, we're losing equal amounts of cavalry over here, I think. I've lost more, of course, but I am fighting better cavalry. Because I'm fighting the Imperial Guard cavalry. Or at least the Imperial Guard light cavalry. And that's all super duper duper quality. Still, for the moment, I think that is it. So, I thank you for joining me once again. I hope you have been enjoying the series thus far. And it's keeping you on your seats with what's going to happen. For now, however, that's going to be the end of this turn of Waterloo Wavre. I thank you once again for watching. If you have enjoyed, please consider hitting that thumbs up, subscribing, or leaving a comment. It's all appreciated. But until next time, I've been your host, and I am signing off, and I will see you all soon. So, bye-bye for now.